No, we don't want to be like them.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
How come I see all these black women with all these blonde wigs, 613 wigs and stuff like that? Like, why do you guys do this?
Because we're creative and we have multi looks. We can look many different ways, but it has nothing to do with mimicking white people.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new to the channel, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So I always say that we as Black people are very hypocritical when it comes to how we do things to emulate other cultures and race, right? But if someone tries to emulate us, they're trying to be Black. They're trying to be this. They're trying to be that, right? Well, Alabama Barker is the rock star Travis Barker's daughter. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he's married to Kourtney Kardashian. But if you're in that rock world, whatever. But this is his daughter.
Wish I could beat your ass through the phone on 3D. Bet if I had caught you outside, it would be free me.
That's her. Okay. She is just a rich white girl, right? And she streams and she just sits on the internet, you know, do all like she's like 20 years old. She's young. She's doing what she does, like whatever. Well, she's been having a lot of issues with some of the influencer girls, whatever, becoming her friends. And there's a lot of conversation around her trying to be Black. Now, it's interesting how this blonde hair, wig wearing white girl, right, who is trying to be Black because of her, the way that she speaks. But I guess I challenge how we as Black women say this when we wear blonde hair. But she's trying to be Black because she talks like a Black person, right? She moves like a Black person. But I want to let y'all hear what I'm referring to, what these women are saying about her trying to be Black.
I think y'all need to remember that Alabama Barker is a white woman. And with that being said, she's not doing anything that's not age appropriate for her. She's 19. She's having her whole face out loud. We all go through it. We fall out with our friends. Only difference is she's famous and we can see it. And when she's done cosplaying, being a Black woman, she's going to very easily transition back to being a white woman. Her parents have the money to scrub the internet of all of this. She will go back to her natural nature and she'll settle down, marry a white man, and none of this will exist. So she really has nothing to lose.
Somebody just said the reason why Alabama Barker don't hang out with her kind is because her kind would consider her fat. That is so true. And that's such a different take because I keep seeing y'all recycle the same shit. Y'all saying the same shit. Oh, Alabama this, and she wouldn't be Black. Blah, blah. Her kind would consider her fat, and she's not fat.
Number two, all of her friends are literally all the shades of colors of Black. None of them this color, okay? Number one. Number two, she's only hanging out with them in her house, in her room. And it just begins to ponder in my brain, like, there is so much more to that story. Like, there's so much more than just wanting friends. What is the goal? Like, what is the goal besides her harvesting these Black girls' energies and identities?
I don't engage in this type of content, but a clip of Alabama Barker popped up on my For You page for some reason, and it perplexed me. It was a clip of her in her room with Samaya, and she turns to Samaya and tells Samaya she needs to remove her sleeve, her tattoo sleeve, because she's too pretty for that. And I'm looking at this white girl who purposefully emulates a Black woman's aesthetic, who is constantly changing her features, modifying herself to fit into Black culture, surrounds herself with Black women to berate them.
So, you heard that, right? You heard that. She's trying to be Black. She don't hang out with Black people because she uses her friend. I mean, she don't hang out with white people because she uses her Black friends to get cool points, whatever. We can be the biggest racist group of people who keep racism going. Let's just make that very clear. Why are we keeping this racist thing going? If we love the claim that people are so racist toward us and slavery and all this stuff, why are we continuing to keep this going? Because as I said, she's a white girl wearing her natural hair color. She's wearing her hair, her natural hair color, and she's trying to be black. She is. It's like we all can be influenced by a culture. I don't know why black people think that a white woman can't be influenced by black culture. Our culture is loud. It is out there. So why wouldn't it be? You know what I'm saying? Like why are we offended? But this is another clip that I want to share with y'all of this woman speaking on the difference between her and her sister. And we're going to come back and talk about it.
Alabama Barker did her sister's hair. Now, that's not shocking, but what's shocking is, why y'all talk different? Y'all was raised in the same house, raised in the same neighborhood, went to the same schools. Why y'all talk different? I think it's because one of y'all is appropriating black culture and pretending like you're not, and talking like a black woman from the east side of Memphis, even though you're from Calabasas, California, and around all white people. Could it be that you're in rappers' Twitches and innate uber blacks, but not because of the fact that you was raised around black people? Could you maybe one day admit that you were appropriating black culture, or are you going to pretend like the family that you were adopted into, right? Because Kourtney Kardashian is very different and talks very different than Khloe Kardashian and Kim Kardashian, but yet and still they were all raised in the same house and have the same mom and dad, and somehow they developed this and this. Could it be that they surrounded themselves with black friends and picked up their whole entire personalities? Maybe.
So she's confused how her sister, raised in the same home, who said they were, but okay, because you're assuming. Actually, she's wrong because her sister is her mother's child and not her dad. I think her dad raised her. So that's a whole dynamic. But you're saying they were in the same home, same thing, same. You don't know who were their friends in school. You have no idea who was her friends while she was going to school because they were raised in the same home. You go into the world and you develop your friends, you develop what you like, what you don't like, and all of those things. Again, she's also married, her dad married into the Kardashians family who has black people around, whatever. Why are we keeping this race thing going? Right? To the point that we will try to make this a thing. I'm going to share with y'all some of her commentary on the accusations of her not hanging with white people, not whatever, and then we're going to come back and talk about it.
Why doesn't Bama hang out with white girls? I don't see people for race at all. And I love my friends, and I don't judge based off skin color, complexion.
This one girl was like, everyone says Alabama Barker wants to be black, da, 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 da. And then she was like, no, she's really just a bad bitch. And I was like, you know what? She just gets me. Like,
so those are the things they're referencing. I love the fact that she acknowledged that I don't see people by their race. But why do we keep this going? You're mad at this young girl for saying I don't see people by their skin tone. I just like who I like. That's the type of time that I'm on. I like the girls. I'm into this. I'm into that. And I think that the crazy part about it is these people act like the girls who she's falling out with or having issues with are not making a choice to hang out with her. If you've seen her fall out with multiple friends over the last month, why would you then go? Because you're going to get something out of it. You're going to benefit off of her. She gets nothing out of it, honestly. Like if she's so big and she's so this and she has all this money, she gets nothing out of it, honestly. They think she gets cool points in the black community, but I think the problem is that we pretend like we don't, the way that we wear our hair, the all the stuff that we've done, the lip stuff, all the things that we've taken from those women, we can't see the fact that anybody can be influenced by us.
Alabama Barker wants to be black. She only hangs out with black girls to use their vernacular. She's only hanging out with these girls to steal their personality, their styling tips. Is that the fuck it? Because if these relationships are transactional as they are, Alabama gains the least. She may get some cool sayings and learn how to be cool, because honestly, y'all saying she don't hang out with white people. White people aren't fucking cool. White people have no fucking culture. Black people are the example. But on the other hand, these black girls that are constantly being flown out by Alabama Barker are gaining way more by being friends with an Alabama than she is gaining from them. What are they gaining? They're gaining proximity to the Kardashians. They're gaining proximity to success. They'll get more followers. They're gaining proximity to whiteness. And to be honest, a lot of black girls, black people in general, measure their value based off how close they can get to whiteness, how how a white person will check them off and say, oh, they're one of the good ones. That's how a lot of people view white people. So honestly, her hanging out with black girls has really nothing to do with what she's gaining versus what they're gaining, because whoever she's flying out, unless they are at the same level of notoriety as her, they're gaining way more than she is.
But like I said, God forbid somebody say that we trying to be like the white girls when we put the blonde hair on our head.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a question for you. Why do white women want to be like black women?
Because we're superior women.
You think so?
Yes.
But how come you guys want to be like them, though? It's vice versa.
No, we don't want to be like them.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
How come I see all these black women with all these blonde wigs, 613 wigs, and stuff like that? Like, why do you guys do this?
Because we're creative and we have multi looks. We can look many different ways, but it has nothing to do with mimicking white people.
But
we're the original people.
But if you never saw a white person, where would you even get the idea to wear your hair like mine?
Because we're creative. We're creative beings. We're
so
creative.
Creatively like us white people.
You're not white.
Ma'am, I'm white. Why do you guys always say this? My audience knows I'm white too.
I am. You're not white.
I have re-vitiligo. It's the opposite of vitiligo.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If you say so, then
yeah.
I'll just take it for your word. Where your beard is black.
Yeah. See, what happens with re-vitiligo is I start to turn black, so my features and everything it's going that way. I don't want it to go that way, but that's how it is. But so you're saying that you guys don't want to be white?
No.
But can we all just agree that white women are so beautiful?
White women?
Yeah.
Shit. They all right.
Oh. Then who's the superior woman?
Right here. Look at us.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Are you fully black too?
No.
What is your other half?
Persian,
so white.
Make it make sense. That's not the same thing, because that's how hypocritical we are. That's how hypocritical we are. And we keep this racism stuff going and going and going. Like, let it be. Why do you have a problem with her hanging out with black friends? What if she just don't want to hang out with white girls? What's wrong with that? Why does that make you mad? Why does it make you mad that she doesn't talk like a white girl, or she's talking like a black girl? Why do we always have to be the one that's trying to pull the race card, the victim card? Like, we got to let this go. We have to let this go. If we want to ever see some progress, some change, some community, all we do is fight to be in the same position and be the victim. Because again, just like y'all could say she's using them, they also could be using her. They know who she is. They know that she got money. I'm using her just like she's using me. They're not victims. So when we try to act like we ain't ever trying to be like them, especially when it comes to your reference to her hair and the way she talk, come on. Because let's be real. Majority of black women do not have blonde hair.
Okay, I don't give a fuck about your freedom of choice, because if you are truly exercising your freedom of choice, why not exercise what's natural to you? Why do you want to exercise something that you claim to hate, which is Eurocentric standards? Black women are born with blonde hair too. Stop playing in my motherfucking face. And if y'all pull up one more picture of them Melanesians over there who got dark skin and blonde hair, them are not black people. They are melanated. There's a difference. Those are Asians, okay? You searching for every reason in the world as to why you should look like a European woman that you know does not come natural to you is crazy.
Not like that. The wig that you throw in your hair, the straight hair, all the things that we do, our hair, down our back, down our butts, it's not ours. So it's no different. But no, we always have to find a way to make it about race, but then get mad when somebody try to pull the race card on us. I'm just saying, let's make it make sense. But let me know y'all thoughts on this topic. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Please share in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.